She says, I have a question for Dr. Boz with regard to the carnivore lifestyle, meaning protein, salt, water only. Has she tried it? And if so, what were the observations regarding mental clarity and weight loss, etc.? This is kind of funny because, you know, I invented the beef and butter fast diet, and that is total carnivore. So let's talk about that a little bit. And I'm also inviting you to the beef and butter fast group so we can talk about the science behind it. But let's give Kathleen a little bit of your take on the carnivore diet.
So again, I'm in Canada, heading up to interview the Inuit population here in Churchill, Manitoba, in part because they lived on a carnivore diet. That was their whole, that was how they sustained life. When you first go ketogenic, you know, getting patients to lower their carbs to less than 20 is, you know, some kind of like apocalyptic change for most Americans. To go further and say no carbs, fat and meat only, and stay there, you can't go there right out of the gate. There's so many changes and there's just so much cognitive dissonance. They're like, that's crazy, that's crazy. But boy, the longer you're in the ketogenic diet, the more you will naturally gravitate towards these very satisfying foods, which are highly fatty meat, and how well that does sustain you. The danger is when you're an Inuit, when you're a native person living, you know, in northern Canada, they would eat the carcass from the nose to the tail. So they would eat the organ meat, they would eat the bone marrow, they would eat the, you know, the tendons and skin were all part of their diet. One of the ways that they would preserve the meats was to pour the fat over the dried meat, and that would like seal the hot fat would seal the meat. But it also was kind of a raw meat, and so the nutrients was very well preserved. So when people ask me about the carnivore diet, there are some caveats. You know, you should be eating organ meat if you're going to do the carnivore diet. That is where the high nutrients of iron comes from. To go back to the last question, it is how, if you want to say, how do I sustain life on a ketogenic diet and repair this iron deficiency or do carnivore? Boy, the organ meat becomes a must do if you're going to do that. The other parts of this are that you know, the seed oils, I hope that people on a ketogenic diet don't use the corn oils and the sunflower oils, that you're actually using the beef tallow and the lard. Those coming from the animal fats, they have some of the essential nutrients in them. And then to make sure that there is sardines on your list. If you're going to be a carnivore only diet, boy, I can't tell you how many things you cover. If you put liver and sardines on your list, you'll be fine. Yeah,
we've started getting liverwurst from the deli.
Oh, and do you like it?
You know, it's an acquired taste, but it's not bad. And I mean, it's expensive, so I'm not going to let it go to waste. I am eating it. Yeah. And, you know, it's satisfying. It doesn't take much, and I'm very busy. So to have something like liverwurst in the fridge that I can just pick out and eat and not cook, I mean, hey, that's a great lunch.
Right. You know, the things I've liked with my liverwurst is, have you ever done the muffuletta? It's like that oil salad. Oh, they have it at like Costco's where I first found it, but then it's this salty olive-based salad, and I mix that with with Braunschweiger, put it in the fridge, and the kids will snack on it as well. The combination is like salty, but it's got kind of a texture now instead of just the paste. So those together, they go in the fridge and they're gone in 3 days. So.
Well, that's nice that they're eating it.
Yeah. So the answer to that question is carnivore I do support. It's one of those conversations where if I show that to a newbie keto person, they kind of lose their cool thinking, what are you talking about? But honestly, that's what my family is, mostly carnivore, is we've definitely gravitated towards that over the last 3 years.
Nice. Well, let me
please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Stay tuned.